Hello everyone and welcome back to another important tutorial on your favorite YouTube channel, The Power of Excel. In this tutorial, we're going to demonstrate the use of another important set of Excel functions known as the datetime functions. The datetime functions hold a lot of relevance as far as its utility in the area of business and management is concerned, since we perform a lot of our calculations based on dates and times. So in this particular video, we're going to demonstrate the use of 5 of these functions, namely the date function, the today function, the now function, the date value function, and the yearfrac function. The date function, as the name suggests, returns the date if the day of the month, month number, and the year are given to us. Today function is a parameterless function which returns the current date which automatically gets updated with change of day. The now function returns the current timestamp which automatically gets updated with change of date and time. It is again a parameterless function similar to what we have in case of the today function. Then we have the date value function which returns the number of days from counted from 1st of January 1900, that is said to be the reference date in case of any calculations in the area of Microsoft Excel using dates and times. This is also referred to as a serial number when we actually talk about date time calculations in Microsoft Excel. Then we have another function, that is the yearfrac function, which gives us or returns the number of years in decimal values between two given dates. So to demonstrate the use of these functions, we have actually prepared a couple of tutorials. So let's get started. Talking about the first demonstration, in this particular demonstration, we're going to use 4 of these functions, namely today function, now function, date function, and the yearfrac function. So before we actually start with this, something really important which is going to be there when we talk about performing any calculations or using any functions in using dates and time is the use of different kinds of locales which are available in Microsoft Excel. So to brief you about these locales, I'll just do a quick right click on the reference date, that is 1st of January 1900, and go to format cells. So right now, as you can see, this is of type date, as you can see under the category on the left hand side, and you have different types of dates which are available. Now these dates are available as per the English India locale, also known as the location. So you can actually change this locale as per what is the need. And let's say, for example, if I want to make use of the English UK format, so I'll go to English United States and I'll be able to use these specific formats in that particular case. And if I want to refer to the English United Kingdom format, which is another important format when we deal with any calculations or computations with the help of dates, that is something we can do as well. So coming back to the English India format, which or the locale, which is something we'll be using for this particular example. So these are the different formats which are available, and I'll simply click OK. Now coming to the very first function, that is the today function. So today function gives us the current date as mentioned earlier as well. So since it is a parameterless function, you can simply type today and open and close brackets to get the current date. And similarly, if I want to have the current date and time, we can do, or we can make use of the now function. Again, it is a parameterless function. So this is going to give us the current date and time, also known as the timestamp. As you can see in this particular value in this cell, that is B3, the value contains only the hours and the minutes. And in case you want to have the seconds as well, we can customize this value by doing a right click and going to format cells once again. As you can see, this is a custom value as visible from the category on the left hand side. and you have date, month, year, and hours and minutes. If you want seconds here, we'll simply put a colon, and double SS will give us the seconds as well. So once we click OK, we'll also get the seconds, that is 14, 39, and 36 seconds. Now coming to the calculation of the date of birth, in case we are given the day, month, and year separately, we can make use of the date function. So this is how we use this. This function contains three parameters, that is the year, the month, and the day. So the year is 2002, as you can see. The month is going to be 10, and the day is going to be 6, that is 6th day of the month. And once you click OK, you get the date of birth as 6th of October 2002. Also, if I want to replicate this for the remaining rows, I can simply drag this down to get the values for the remaining rows. That is in case we are given the day, month, and year in separate columns. So we can make use of the date function. So as you can see right now, the month value is coming as a number. In case you want to have it as a text, a string, that is, let's say March, MAR, or April, APR, and so on, then we can actually go do a right click here and go to format cells and select the format we want. So you can actually see, let's say if I want this 14th of March 2012, this is the format I need, then I'll get something like this. So as you can see, we have actually converted the same date, that is 6th of October, to a specific format which includes the month as a text value. Now, if I want to calculate the age based on this date of birth, we can use the YEARFRAC function here. And this contains three parameters. Two out of them are mandatory, that is the start date and the end date. Start date I'll use as the current date, that is the date of birth. Sorry, I'll use the start date as the date of birth, and the end date as the current date, because I want to calculate the age as of today, as of now, right? So that is what I'm going to use. The third parameter is basis, which can be changed in case we need that, but we can leave it blank as well. This is not a mandatory parameter. And in case we want, this is basically used in case you want to change the number of days in a year. So if we want to perform calculations based on a 360-day year, we can have a separate value for basis. And if we want to do it for a 365-day year, we can use a separate value. Leaving it blank will give us the value based on a 365-day year. I'm going to leave it blank as of now. So once I click OK, I'll get the value as 20, approximately 20, because it is 6th of October and you have 7th of October here. And if I drag this down, I'll get the value for the remaining rows as well. This is the first demonstration where we have used the today function, the now function, the date function, and the YEARFRAC function. Now coming to the second demonstration, which includes the use of date value function. So date value function basically calculates the number of days from 1st of January 1900, which is supposed to be the default or the reference date for performing any calculations based on date and time. So let's use the date value function here to calculate the number of days which have elapsed since 1st of January 1900. So I'll use the date text. This is my date text, and it has a single parameter. And once I click OK, I get the number of days which have elapsed since that particular date. And this is also referred to as the serial number in case of in date and time calculations. And we'll be using some of these calculations and the values in the subsequent tutorials as well. So if I just drag this down, I can get the value for the remaining rows as well. Now coming to the application of these specific functions which we have discussed today. So all calculations where dates, times, duration, period, etc. are involved, we can use any of these 5 functions. Also calculations involving computation of current professional experience, for example, let's say you have a date of joining given to us and we want to calculate the experience as of now, as of today. we can make use of these functions, that is today, now, and YEARFRAC. Calculation involved in computing current age, we've already done that in this particular tutorial. So again, these three functions can be used over there. So in case you want to find the number of days between two dates, which may not be current, then you can make use of date value function, although there are some alternatives which are also available, and much better functions to calculate those specific values. Then recording timestamp of a given transaction using Google Form. This is a very important application because whenever we fill up a Google Form and click submit, automatically its record gets generated in a Google Sheet with the current timestamp. So that timestamp is generated with the help of this now function. And if you want to calculate something involving difference in years, maybe experience, age, or project duration, or whatever, then we can make use of the YEARFRAC function. So there are a few applications of these five functions. Now coming to the alternatives, so there are direct date functions which we can use to find number of days between two dates, such as days 360, network days. Some of these, I think all of these functions will be taking it up in the subsequent tutorials as well. Then dates can usually be written directly as well without using the date function, as year, month, and day are rarely given in separate cells, as we have demonstrated today. And durations in years can also be calculated with the help of certain functions such as days 360, and network days, with some manual calculations involved. So that is also something which is possible. And we'll be taking up these functions as mentioned here in some of our subsequent tutorials as well. So that is it for this particular tutorial. Now coming to the question of the day contest, which we started a few days back, and there were quite a few responses and quite a few of them were correct. So the lucky winner of the question of the day contest for question of the day contest 4 is Mr. Rahul Verma. Congratulations, Rahul. Well done on winning this contest. I'll answer that question. Also, the question that I had asked was, which tool in Microsoft Excel can be used to replicate what we do in GoalSeek? And the answer to that is Excel Solver, which is an add-in in Microsoft Excel and can be used to replicate what we do in GoalSeek, although it has much more than, does much more than what GoalSeek does. So congratulations, Rahul. Well done on winning this contest, and a gift voucher from Amazon is coming your way really quickly. So if you have enjoyed watching this video, please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much and have a great day. Thank you.